Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're completely flipping the script on how to learn a language. We're not looking at English like some terrifying school subject you have to cram for. No, we're going to break down how treating it as a super simple, manageable daily habit can literally change your life's trajectory. Let's get right into the process that actually guarantees progress.
So let me ask you something right off the bat. Do you feel nervous speaking English? If you feel like your English speaking skills are kind of holding you back, you really want to pay attention here. Listen, it's totally normal to feel a bit inadequate or even scared about speaking out loud. But here's the thing, those feelings do not get to dictate your future.
Okay, here's a massive mindset shift we need to make right out of the gate. English is a skill. It is not a talent. Nobody, literally zero people, are born speaking it. It's not some genetic lottery ticket you either win or lose. Like any skill, you got to learn it, you got to practice it, and, maybe most importantly, you have to fail at it a bunch of times before you hit that confident stride.
Because when you look at the people who actually master the language versus those who don't, there's this fascinating divide. Successful people, they aren't totally fearless. They just take action despite the fear. Millions of fluent speakers started exactly where you might be right now, totally scared and unsure, but they kept going. Unsuccessful people tend to wait around for that perfect moment to speak. And, spoiler alert, that moment never actually arrives.
And waiting around like that? It usually turns into excuses. You've probably heard these, maybe even said them yourself. I'll start tomorrow. I need to have perfect grammar first. My vocabulary isn't big enough yet. Or the real big one. I'm afraid people are going to laugh at me. Well, the hard truth is, if you let the fear of not being perfect drag you down, your actions won't change. And honestly, neither will your future.
Just sit with this idea for a second. You cannot become confident without first being uncomfortable. You just can't. Getting over that fear of looking a little foolish is step one. It's absolutely mandatory. Because if you constantly run away from discomfort, you're literally running away from the exact confidence you're trying to build.
All right, so how do we actually do this? Well, think about how a little kid learns their native language. Do they sit there agonizing over complex grammar textbooks? Obviously not. They listen, they copy what they hear, they repeat it, and they make an absolute mess of it. They make so many mistakes. And you know what? We need to treat English the exact same way. Not as an academic subject, but as a messy, totally natural daily habit.
Now, here's a huge trap a lot of learners fall into. They'll study like crazy. We're talking 3 intense hours in a single day, and then they completely burn out and don't even look at a book for the next 2 weeks. That kind of massive, infrequent study binge, it just doesn't work. Consistency will beat intensity every single time. It's those small, daily efforts that are the true engine for actually acquiring the language.
So you might be wondering, what's the magic number here? It's 20. Just 20 minutes. Doing 20 minutes every single day is so much more powerful than doing a 3-hour marathon once a month. I know, it almost sounds too simple, right? But dedicating just that small block of time gives you that consistent, unstoppable momentum that can completely change your life. To break that down, here is a super practical 20-minute routine straight from our source material. You might actually want to screenshot this. First up, listen to some English for 10 minutes. Second, learn 5 new words, just 5. Third, spend 5 minutes speaking out loud in front of a mirror. And fourth, read 1 paragraph out loud. Yeah, it's going to feel a little strange at first, for sure, but if you do this every day, in a few months, your confidence is going to absolutely skyrocket.
Now, as you get into this routine, there's a major mental trap you need to avoid: comparing yourself to other people. Look, some folks started years ago, or maybe they had access to fancy schools. None of that matters. The only person you ever need to be better than is the person you were yesterday. Just keep your eyes entirely on your own progress.
And hey, let's be real. There are going to be days when you completely blank on a word, when you feel embarrassed, and when you just want to throw in the towel. Don't do it, because pushing through those tough days is exactly how you get stronger. Always remember this. Your accent does not define your success. Your courage does. Forgetting a word isn't a failure. It's just proof that you are out there trying.
Because if you're waiting until your English is absolutely flawless before you open your mouth, you're going to be waiting forever. Perfection? It's a total illusion. Progress is what's actually real. You kind of have to be willing to speak broken English today so you can speak fluent English tomorrow. Remember, every single confident winner out there was once a nervous, struggling beginner.
I want you to really picture your future self for a second. Imagine walking confidently into a huge job interview, traveling the world without any fear, building that career you've always dreamt about. That version of you? It gets built one day at a time. Seriously, never underestimate the compounding power of this 20-minute routine. Day 1, it's just a small effort. But by week 3, it becomes a habit. Month 6, that habit is a real skill. And by year 1, that skill has turned into life-changing confidence.
So as we wrap up this explainer, it really boils down to one pretty provocative choice. Are you going to keep making those excuses and let the fear of not being perfect hold you back? Or are you going to start building your future today with just 20 minutes? The choice is entirely up to you. My advice? Leave the fear behind and start that habit right now. Thanks so much for joining me.